All right, well, welcome, folks. So this is a walkthrough of Nahamcon CTF 2021 Meet the Team mission. A lot of people got it done, so this is probably not news for a lot of people, but I thought it was cool because I have never had to go through and do this. Basically, the purpose of the challenge is to get access to, well, they added the hints in here, but the publicly accessible version control software. So if we go to the web page and we just do the view source, you would have seen this. Hey, can we please stop sharing that? So first thing that made me think of is Git. So we can just check if that Git is available, and it is. So we can tell that it's forbidden, which we're not going to be able to clone the directory, but it exists. So the next thing we can kind of do is just check for our head file, and we have a head file that instead of being default, it is specifically pointing to a certain commit. So what we'll do, I'm just going to start building this on my own local repository. So I'm going to just git init. I now have my .git folder. You'll also see that I have my head, my description. So I'm just going to start pulling down some of this stuff. And we're going to create our own local stuff. I probably should have removed head first. So we'll just name head 1 to head. We'll just remove description and config. And then we will wget those down as well. Description. The other thing, if we try to go into some of the subfolders for the files, so objects will get forbidden. But the way that Git works is when you commit something, it'll create a object underneath the objects folder. So it creates a smaller folder or a subfolder under objects that is the first 2 characters of the hash of that commit. So if we look at that head file, we'll see that we have this hash here. So if we take it and let's go ahead and start creating our folder structure. So we'll go under objects. So we're going to start with E7, creating a folder for E7, which is the beginning of our file. And then we will go ahead and wget that down. So objects seven. We now have a file. So if we try to just cat this file, you're going to see some ugly gibberish that we can't actually use. So what we're going to want to do is use the get cat file with the pretty print option. And then we'll just say, go ahead and read that out to us. So we now have some information. We can look in the current tree, but we really don't care about the current tree because we want to go back a version. So we want to look at this parent. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to just take this hash now, and we're going to go up a directory. We'll make our 4C directory and go into it. And then we're going to do another wget on this file, and we should now be able to cat that file. Sorry. There we go. All right, so added the meet the team page. So it looks like this is the one that we want, where it should have some information. So let's go ahead and look for our tree. So we'll go ahead and grab this. Again, go up, make directory A5, cd into that, and then we're going to do another wget our object. Let's go ahead and P for pretty print. 5. All right, and here's our files. So we now have a blob file that is an HTML page. And yeah, it takes a little bit to get through all of this. Sorry that I'm not the best at editing videos. Hopefully this is quick enough to keep everybody's attention. So make directory, 82, another wget. All right, and our last little piece. Look at that file. Paste that, and I'm going to send this to actual HTML file here. Yeah, I'm not the best with Linux. Test get objects. We are under 82. And we have our meet the team. So here's all of the team, and if we look at the source, there is our flag. So pretty interesting. Definitely a vulnerability you may run into out in the wild. Moral of the story is don't leave your .git available from the public internet without authentication. All right. Have a great day, guys.